Well, happy Monday. I hope you're having a great sunshiny day. Have a special guest with me today. This is Judah. I'm on daddy duty, so we're double tasking here today. This week we're talking about another tough subject. In our sermon on Sunday, we talked about rape and abuse, specifically though in the marriage, something that sometimes we don't even think is possible or a problem, but it's more prevalent than we like to think, and it's not right, and it's not the way that God set up the marriage. I'm going to read to you out of Ephesians 5, starting in verse 22. Sometimes we don't like to hear these verses, but it's the way that God set up the family. It says, "Wives, be submissive to your own husbands, for the husband is the head of the wife, just as Christ is the head and Savior of the church, which is his body. But as the church submits to Christ, so also let the wives be to their own husbands in everything." Then it says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, and that he might present to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish." You see, the way the marriage is supposed to be set up is that we're supposed to be in humility and patience and kindness and in peace, loving one another, submitting to each other's needs, serving one another, not lording over one another, not the husband owning the wife or the wife owning the husband. Yes, the husband says to be head of the family, head of the wife, but he's supposed to love them and serve them as Christ loved the church. And so we need to evaluate in our marriages. You know, the reality is this, that marriage has really kind of been torn down in our society. That divorce is prevalent and abuse is really there, even if we don't talk about it. But that we're supposed to love one another as Christ loved the church, and we're supposed to serve and submit to one another in a godly way. And that love should be patient and kind and not boastful and not keeping records of wrong. This is something that's so important in our society and our marriage. The family is one of the biggest blessings of God, and if we do it the right way, it will be a joyful and really a mutual agreement. So have a great week this week. God bless you, and enjoy the sunshine.